My name is Aliena of Shiring. I'm the daughter of the Earl Bartholomew of Shiring. At least, I used to be, before my father was arrested for conspiring against the king. And a man I had once refused to marry took control of everything my family had ever owned, including ourselves.
Where's the girl?
She is where you put her, you fiend. Once the king finds out...
Here's the key. Now go get her, I'm starving.
Why am I fooling myself? There is
Milady,
nothing left.
Are you awake? William Hammerly is back. He wants to see you. May I enter?
You may come in, Matthew. Dear God! Did he hit you?
Well, I suppose he's getting more daring now that his father is about to see the king.
This is taking too long. Go get them!
Not provoking, not yet. Not until you're properly armed.
How is Richard?
They treat him like a dog. I gave him a cloak so he wouldn't have to freeze through that storm. There are weapons hidden in the yard. Near the gate, look for a red piece of cloth.
Get down here, and no talking. And don't cause any trouble. I just cleaned my sword.
Well, that was quick. You certainly do know your place, don't you?
Your father will be the new Earl soon. This castle will be yours. There's no need to keep the lady and her brother hostage.
Oi, Walter. Looks like the princess needs a servant to do her talking. Can't imagine why I ever wanted to marry that ugly boar. A real lady. That's what I deserve. Maybe even Empress Maud. Yes, I'll marry...
I won't.
You have no say around here anymore.
I am still the daughter of your Earl.
You're a common whore, that's what you are.
Oh, how you must enjoy your revenge.
You're just getting what you deserve.
All this just because I wouldn't marry you?
Shut up. Shut up! Announced our wedding and made me the laughingstock of the entire Shire.
Stop, both of you. Go outside, girl. Walk it off.
All right. I shall do so gladly.
Anything you need, William?
Tell the bitch to get me something to eat. I'm starving.
You heard him. Go, now!
I always told you your stubbornness would be your end.
Nothing in there but filthy water. Flemish, here, girl. Don't you recognize me? Ah, good girl. It must be hard to catch my scent in this rain. Oh! It smells horrible in here. Let's see. A loaf of bread. And it doesn't look as bad as everything else in here. Not even worth trying. It's obvious these are inedible. I'm not putting my hand in there. Disgusting. Ugh! A dead chicken. What a horrible smell. Someone must have trapped it in here for fun. What a waste. Oh! These are all rotten. Poor girl, you must be starving. Here, eat this. I know you prefer meat, but that's all I can give you. But what am I supposed to give William now?
Ali? What are you doing here?
Shut up. And you get the food. Did you get what he asked for?
Yes.
Good. Don't waste his time then.
Matthew.
He's all right. Now get some food, will you? I told you, get me something to eat.
Your food.
Ah! What is this?
This is all I've found.
You really think you can play your silly games with me?
I am still the daughter of the Earl, and by the law of the King, you are my subject.
Oh my. Forget what I said about your arrogance. It actually makes you quite pretty.
Huh? In the name of my father, you will die for this!
Master Richard, don't!
Stupid boy. Almost as stupid as his sister. I'd rape you if I could. But you're not my kind of lass. What's with her? She dead?
Leave her. The king has not yet spoken. Wait till your father is an earl proper. Then you can do with her whatever you want.
Damn! To hell with it. She's so ugly, no one would ever want to take her anyway. Put them with the animals until the king has decided.
Richard! Richard! Wake up! Come on, I need you to wake up! Hey!
Ali? Ali, my ear!
What were you thinking, charging William like that?
I had to protect you.
That was very brave of you.
I don't know.
It was. Father will be proud when you tell him. How did you free yourself before?
I don't know. When they put me here, they had the shackles fitted to my ankles. But today, I somehow managed to slip through. These 3 weeks must have made me very determined.
Yes, and very thin. How do you feel?
Hot.
The wound is boiling your blood. We need to get you someplace dry and cool so you can heal.
Ali, they shackled us. I will die here.
Calm down. You'll only make things worse. Don't give up. We will get out of here.
And what then?
We'll find Father. He'll know what to do.
I heard them say that he's with the king in Winchester.
Then that's where we'll go. You'll see. He'll make things right again. Don't give up. We will get out of here.
I don't know.
Richard, throw me that horseshoe.
It's not hard enough to break the chain. I already tried.
I'll think of something. Just give it to me. It's too high. I'm chained to a post. I can't reach it. If only it was closer. I'll open yours next. Can you stand?
I'll try.
Good. Then wait here. I'll find us a way to get out of here.
Let's take his horse.
Yes. Good idea. But first we need the weapons Matthew hid for us. Try to stay sharp. If he wakes up, shout and run as fast as you can. Do you hear?
I will.
I have to say, that battle was a bit short for my taste. The knights weren't prepared and the peasants scattered like chickens. What I wouldn't do for a good kill right now.
Guess you'll have to wait.
I found it. Matthew's piece of cloth. Oh, you look hungry. Want to eat? It's calm now. Try to mount it, Richard.
But where do we go?
To Winchester, of course. We need to find Father and talk to the king. They must find out what's happening here. Now climb on. It won't eat forever. Now me.
Oi! You there! Stop!
Cut him off!
The thought that they could catch up with us urged me to ride onward. It rained relentlessly. After a while, Richard's moaning got weaker, but I did not dare look back, for I feared to see William Hamley right at our heels. I forced the horse to go faster, hoping that my brother would not succumb to his wounds. We headed toward Winchester. The king would make things right if we explained them to him. He had to. It wasn't long until Richard almost fell off the horse. Touching his forehead, I realized he had a high fever. His mutilated ear was red, hot, and swollen. A sound startled me. From the thicket of the forest emerged a woman. I was ready to draw the dagger that was flush against my forearm. I asked her to give us her name. This was her forest, she said, so we should be the ones introducing ourselves. I proclaimed that I was the daughter of the Earl of Shiring, travelling with my brother. I can tell your nobility by your manners. She smiled and revealed in turn that she was the wife of the local verderer. Seeing Richard's ear, she said that he needed help. Luckily, their hut was nearby. She offered us food, shelter, and care. We followed her to the hut. It was further. There I helped my brother off the horse and let the woman take the horse's reins. The hut was rather barren, with few furnishings. It was almost as cold as outside, and there was no sign of her husband. Richard dropped onto one of the creaky stools. The woman lit a fire, which came alive with a crackle and gave out a warming glow. I raised my voice and repeated more urgently that if we didn't act right now, Richard might die. At my words, the woman seemed to wake up from her absent-mindedness. She nodded towards the fire. There was a sound outside, but she distracted my attention by turning to Richard. She started to explain that to close a wound, one must gently press a hot piece of metal against the flesh. This will stop demons and bad smells from entering the body. The woman's eyes kept darting to the door, so I turned my head to see what it was she was looking for. The moment after I'd turned my head, my own knife was pointing at my face. She'd noticed the dagger in my sleeve and had yanked it out before I knew what was happening. She apologized. It's a tough world, and it's eat or be eaten. There was another noise outside. "He's here," she said. I swiftly grabbed a splintered board from the ground and pointed it at her in defense. Suddenly, I was grabbed from behind, and the next moment I landed hard on the floor. He examined us and our weapons and broke into laughter. He stepped closer to reach for Richard's sword, but his wife interrupted. We can't sell that. Everyone would know who that sword belonged to. The man grunted in agreement and turned to leave. Before she followed him, she dropped my dagger. "Burn out your brother's wound with this," she said, and disappeared. We heard the whinnying of William's horse and the stomping of hooves from outside. We stood, frozen, until Richard told me to go and have a look. As I did, the outlaws were long on their way, and our mount with them. The hut probably hadn't belonged to them in the first place, but at least it meant a roof over our heads for the night. The fire was still burning. We had no other choice but to trust the word of the outlaw. The heated dagger trembled in my hands. "Do it, Ali, I can take it." Richard tried to sound brave. A horrible hissing sound and the smell of burnt flesh filled the hut when the blade touched his ear. But it seemed to work. For a few hours I guarded the door while Richard slept, but soon I fell asleep too. We walked for 2 more days with only brief rests in between. But we finally arrived at the city gates of Winchester. Richard was weak, but at least we were still together, and we were sure that together we would find a way to escape this nightmare.
We made it. They can't harm us anymore, can they? After all, there are laws in place to protect us here, right?
I think so, but we shouldn't risk finding out.
Then let's go.
Where are you going?
To our townhouse, of course. Ali, there's someone here. Maybe it's Father.
Do you think so?
Well, they must have put him somewhere.
Who is it?
It's Percy Hamley. Hide!
What? I'm going to chop off your hand if I find you, bastard. Shut up!
Get back inside now. Don't ever let anyone see you lose your temper like that. We don't know who's part of the court yet, so be careful, be polite, make an impression.
They all need to see you dance with the king every day until he's made you an earl.
I saved him from Bartholomew's rebellion. Shouldn't that be enough?
Give them a reason and they won't make you earl. That cannot happen.
They took our house. They really took our house.
We'll have to sleep somewhere else then.
I can't believe it.
Come now, before anyone sees us here. It's all locked and barred. They don't want strangers walking in at night.
Ali, this is pointless.
There must be one kind soul in this town.
What is it?
Oh, good evening. We're sorry to disturb you, but my brother and I have been through a lot and desperately need shelter for tonight.
Please.
Wait here.
Are you mad? Do not let them in. They're thieves.
What did I say?
Oh.
There's a warm corner in the back. You can have a blanket, but there will be nothing to eat.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're a kind man.
When I woke up that morning, I was alone. I hoped that Richard had risen early, maybe to go to the castle. I left to search for him right away.
It was over. He just asked for a mug of wine. Didn't beg, but asked, "Hurry up, I'm thirsty." Like it was some kind of feast or something. Makes you wish he was still on our side. What a shame.
On our way here, we had to stay at an inn. They made us eat peasant food.
Gruel?
Not a pinch of meat.
Isn't there a law against that?
You heard me, now move along.
Get out of my way, guard. Every citizen has the right to petition the king.
But the poorer sort are generally not foolish enough to exercise that right.
What are you saying?
You're talking to the son of the Earl of Shiring. I'm his daughter. If you don't let us pass, we'll have you locked away and make you rot in a dungeon.
Like your father, you mean?
What? You know where he is?
Of course. And you should too, if you're who you say you are. He's in the jail right here in the castle.
How do we get there?
Go left before the gate and cross the yard. You'll need to talk to the jailer, though. His name is Odo, and he's got deep pockets.
Deep pockets?
Well, you lower sort cannot expect any favors for nothing. Better get used to it if you want to survive. Now, clear the way. There are people who want to see the king.
I could have done this on my own.
Just like you could have run away on your own without telling me anything.
Shh, hush, Ali. The people are watching us.
How's your ear?
It's pounding like a drum. I'm sorry. I thought I could talk to the king before you woke. You did so much yesterday. I didn't want to wake you. Please, don't be cross.
It's all right. You were just trying to help. Oh, don't give me that look.
Sorry. Shall we go and see Father now?
Yes.
How could they put Father in jail?
I know them.
This is all such nonsense. Maud as queen. What was the old man thinking?
I believe he just got too comfortable with King Henry.
Did you like what you saw, mistress?
Of course not. But my husband seems to be in good health. I hope it'll stay that way.
I hope so too, but, you know, nowadays good food is just so hard to come by. Oh, you're so kind. That'll help to keep him fed for a while, surely.
Take good care of him. I'll be at the market.
Will do. Good business, mistress.
What are you staring at?
Your ear. You should take better care of yourself.
What was that all about?
I don't know, but we have our own problems. So come on. You're a good horse, and so calm. I can tell the king's men are far better caretakers than the Hamleys.
I'm fine, Ali.
Are you the jailer?
Your humble servant. What is it?
We're here to see our father. He is the Earl of Shiring.
Is he? Look like just plain Bartholomew to me.
So he's here?
Look at us when we're talking to you.
How much have you got?
We've nothing. So don't bother asking for a bribe.
Then you can't see your father. Sorry.
Who was that woman?
That'll be 2 pennies.
What?
Ah, gotcha. That's Meg. Her husband tried to trick a fellow merchant out of his purse. Wasn't good at it. Now he's lost everything.
Then where does she get all her coin?
She took over his business. Works as a merchant at the market. Funny that she still cares so much for him. I wouldn't.
I'll get a penny, and I'll bring it to you as soon as I can. But won't you let us see him now, just for a few moments?
Get the penny first. Shouldn't be too hard. One of you must be worth something.
How is he? Just tell me that, please. Is he all right?
No, he's not. He's dying. Now get out of here.
Are you crying?
Didn't you hear what he said?
Yes, but he was lying. The last time we saw Father, he was very much alive and healthy.
Sometimes I wonder what is going on in that head of yours. So how are we going to get a penny?
We could beg.
Beggars usually ask for food or clothes. I never heard of anyone giving them money.
Well, how do people get money?
The king gets money from taxes, lords have rents, priests have tithes, shopkeepers have something to sell, craftsmen get wages, and peasants don't need money because they have fields.
Apprentices get wages too. So do labourers.
We could work.
But Ali, I can't work like a common man. I'm the son of an earl.
Not anymore. You heard what the jailer said. We're no better than anyone else now.
$32, $33, $34. You sure this is right?
Don't patronise me, Meg.
I just want to be certain.
See? You've nothing to worry about. Your business will be in good hands.
Let me see yesterday's list again.
All right.
Excuse me, mistress.
Oh, I've seen you before. You're going to see someone in the jail, right? It's the only explanation why they'd let you enter the courtyard dressed like that.
That wasn't very nice.
What is it?
The jailer refused to let us see our father unless we paid him. Could you offer us some work?
Do you even know what business I'm in?
Wool. This is a wool stall, isn't it?
And what do wool merchants do?
Sell wool?
No. Well, yes, in the end we do, but first we buy it from the peasants. The peasants bring the wool and the Flemish take it away. All I have to do is store and transport it and get the prices right. And that is cheaper if it's done alone.
With some minor help from me, that is.
Could you lend us some money?
Unlikely.
What for?
We need to talk to our father.
He's a prisoner in the castle's jail.
And the jailer won't let us see him until we give him a penny.
Once you get back to him, it'll be 2 pennies at least.
What are you saying?
Once Odo sees that you really want something, he'll start overcharging for it. In the end, he's just another businessman.
At this rate, we'll never see father.
Could you help us talk to him?
Sorry, but no.
Well, thank you for your time.
Wait. You know, my husband is a prisoner as well. He used to run this business, but he was caught selling underweight. Now I have to travel to Flanders and tell my husband's agents that they don't need to worry. Leaving my entire business in this man's hands.
A wise decision.
A man whose calculations leave a lot to be desired. I tell you what, I will give you enough to pay Odo if you help us count the fleeces inside. Do you know how to count?
I told you my calculations are right. There are 23 sacks.
Yes, we know how to count.
Then go into my stall and tell me how many there are.
Thank you so much. Come on, Richard. Let's do this together.
One, 6, 9, 13, 14, 20. All right, I got it. I'll tell you when you're done.
How many have you got?
23.
Are you certain?
I think so.
Please, count again.
What? Why?
To make sure you were right the first time.
Only if you do that too, Ali.
I will.
1, 2, 8, 9, 11, 16. I'm done.
So?
Still 23.
Please, count again.
Oh. This time it's 22.
And?
I'm not counting anymore, Ali. I'm certain it's 22.
Let's tell them then.
We're done.
Good. So, tell me.
All in all, there are 22 sacks of wool in there.
Tell me again, Aldous. How much did you pay per sack?
As I said, for mixed quality such as this, it was £1 average.
£1 per sack?
Selling wool is good business. With the coin you have here, this means...
I'm right. We're 1 sack short.
The children miscounted.
It seems everyone miscounts apart from you. Here's your coin, girl. You confirm my own calculation, so I'm giving you more than what you asked for. If you're smart, you'll find out what Odo wants more than money. Then he might not ask for so much.
What would that be?
Let's just say he likes to feel like a good person every once in a while. It makes him feel less like the monster his job has made him.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And good luck in Flanders.
It'll be all right.
You really gave them money?
I can do with my coin whatever I like, unlike you. So don't follow my example.
I won't.
I'm fine, Ali.
Hmm? Bye-bye. Hmm?
Here.
Well, that's one for you. It'll be 2 pence if your brother wants in as well.
Are you mad?
I didn't expect that from you.
Why not?
I thought you were a decent person.
Well, I am. But I'm also a very funny bloke. Was just fooling around with you. You can get in for free, of course. Have fun seeing your father.
Who's there?
Father?
Aline? Is that you, Aline?
Oh, Father. What have they done to you?
It is you.
that tall young man my Richard?
Yes, Father.
You've grown. Have you got a beard yet?
Only just. It's still very fair.
Are you both well? How have you managed? Where have you been living? They wouldn't tell me anything about you. It was the worst of the torture.
After they took you, we lost everything.
I am sorry for what happened to you. Have you found a new home yet?
We've been living in the castle. Matthew has been taking care of us.
But you can't live there anymore. By now, the king has probably made that dumb oaf Percy Hamley the Earl. But where's Matthew? Why isn't he with you?
He got away with us.
Oh, what a relief. He deserves some peace after everything I put him through.
Father, we have to ask King Stephen to release you.
No. I swore an oath to King Henry. Princess Maud and her sons will rule. I shall not swear allegiance to Stephen, and neither will you, even if the other barons did. Do you hear me?
Yes, Father.
Stephen is not our king, not mine, and not yours.
Please, Father, please, calm yourself. How can they make him sleep here? Does the king know?
If he knows, then he's no better than William Hamley.
Stop it, both of you.
Hurry, Ellie!
Thank you, children. When the Hamleys brought me here, I hid 50 peasants on a belt. And I gave that belt to a priest.
50?
What priest?
I don't know his name. I gave him the belt and demanded that he keep it safe for you. He was near the west gate.
What about after we get the money? What should we do?
Your Aunt Edith lives in the village of Huntley, on the road to Gloucester. You are to go there. Richard, you will be a squire to her husband, Sir Simon. You will learn the arts of knighthood. Aliena, you will be lady-in-waiting to Aunt Edith until you marry.
What about you?
I will die in this cell.
We won't let you.
You will. And before you leave, I want you both to swear an oath.
We can't leave you like this.
You can, and you will. Richard, pull out your sword. Now, put your hand on the hilt, my son. Swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will not rest until you are Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands I ruled.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will not rest until I am Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands you ruled.
Now you, Aliena, swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will take care of your brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will take care of my brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
There. Now, you need never come to this place again.
Don't say that.
You have promised to rebuild what we have lost. Today, I will confess my sins, pray for my soul. Now, go.
Richard. Richard, we have to go.
We have to go.
Guard! Open up! No. We've wasted too much time on this vile man already.
Percy Hamley.
Bishop Waleran. Good morning.
Ali! It's them! Over there! The Hamleys!
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course.
Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me.
Now we're only missing one more. Here he is.
Ali! Ali!
Those horrid people are about to talk to the king.
We knew that they would, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Father was right. They are all tied together. The Hamleys, the king, even the church.
Do you think Father's priest is also in on this?
Well, we'll have to find him first. Then we'll know. Excuse me?
Oh, more pilgrims?
How wonderful, Brother Bernardus. Does that mean we can now depart for the Cathedral of St. Swithin?
Praise be, St. Swithin will heal my foot. Oh!
And my eyes, Brother Bernardus. Praise be.
But we're not pilgrims.
We're looking for a priest our father met right here, at the West Gate.
It was about 3 weeks ago.
Sorry, my children. We only just arrived here. We are here to visit the shrine of St. Swithin.
Surely St. Swithin will help you with your ear, my boy. Praise be. Oh! I'm so happy my foot is going to be all right.
Can you see other pilgrims already, Brother Bernardus?
Not yet, Brother Peter, not yet.
They could be hiding in one of those crates.
Just stab them with your sword. One by one.
Hey, William wants him alive.
Richard, run!
But Ali!
Ah, look at that handsome young man.
Good day, my ladies.
So well spoken. And look, he even has a battle scar. Like what you see, handsome.
You can ride 2 of us, young lord, if you can pay.
Have you seen a priest? Our father met him here at the West Gate. He owes us money.
Oh, you're talking about him.
That's where he got all that money.
What?
He even paid for Mary's dress. He didn't want to at first.
All she had to do was stroke his bald head.
Where is the priest? What's his name?
Don't know his name, but he's a regular at that one inn.
The Boar, close by the North Gate. Smells like piss there. Shall I teach you, love, how to fuck a man or a woman?
You can make a fortune with that little mouth of yours.
But in a year, you'll look like me.
This is the place, but it looks closed.
Excuse me? We're looking for a priest who stole our money. Word is, he comes to this place regularly.
A priest? Sorry, dear children, I didn't seem to be able to recall anyone who fits that description. But that little stable boy might know. He knows everyone who comes and goes.
Oh, where can we find him?
When he's not working at the Boar, he's doing small chores round town. He's always busy, the little chap. Wears a green cap. It's adorable, I tell you.
That's what you get when you work with half-wits. How am I supposed to move this barrel if it's twice as heavy as me?
Let me help.
Very impressive. Thank you for that. I'm always telling them, if you want me to restock your kitchen, don't let them cram the barrels to the brim. So, what was it you wanted to know?
Do you know a monk who frequents the Boar a lot?
The Boar? I used to work there. The Boar, the Lazy Mare, and 2 private kitchens. You're talking about Father Ralph. Thought the women had sucked him dry, but he always comes back with more money. But he only spends it on beer and ladies. Never has a tip for me.
Where can we find him?
He's a priest at St. Michael. One of them churches round here.
Which one is it?
It's close to the East Gate, but don't look for him inside. He likes to light around in his back alley.
Oh, thank you. You've been very helpful.
Pleasure. See you around.
That's them! Don't let them get away again! Ha! It is you! William will be so glad to have you two back. We'll be one big, happy family.
Go on, Annie. Ask that man.
I shouldn't. He's praying.
May I help you?
Maybe. Do you know the priest of this church?
Father Giraldus, of course. He asked me to take care of his church while he is in Rome with his bishop.
Has he been gone long?
They left at the end of winter, and were praying to be back before Whitsun.
Thank you.
It can't be him. He's been out of town for too long.
Chin up. We will find the right man eventually. I'm sure of it. Are you Father Ralph?
What if I am?
Does that mean yes?
I guess so. He's the only monk around.
What do you want?
Well, I am the son of Bartholomew, the Earl of Shiring.
So?
My father gave you money, 50 bezants.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Now piss off.
So you're saying there's no money?
Right.
But my father said...
Your father lied then.
We should talk to the sheriff.
It'll be my word against the word of a jailed traitor. And now give me some peace. I'm hungry.
He's right, isn't he?
We need proof that he's lying.
Like what?
Maybe something he recently purchased that a monk couldn't normally afford. Maybe if we expose him, he'll give in.
Are you sure?
No, but you can see the guilt eating at him already. Keep an eye on him. I'll have a look around. It's too heavy.
Hey!
Oh, is this yours? Oh, I didn't think a poor monk could afford something like this. Richard, I found it! Oh no! He took all the money.
What now?
Ah, I've been freezing all day. Don't pretend you didn't see, monk. I found this under your barrel. You are a thief.
That strap proves nothing.
You seem very certain of this. Sheriff!
Hush, you stupid brats. The sheriff is a bastard. He'll take everything for himself.
But first, he'll take your hands.
Sheriff or no sheriff, you won't get your money.
Ali, this isn't going anywhere.
Well, at least we know now that he won't call for help.
I warn you, I have friends nearby.
If you scream, I will show them your beer-soaked belt and tell them what a thieving liar you are.
You wouldn't harm me.
Richard, you go over there.
What? Why?
Make sure no one's watching.
Hey!
What?
You're a devil!
I'm going to cut out your eyes one by one. First, the left eye.
No! Oh, please don't!
Where's the money?
Here, I got it on me.
Where's the rest?
Gone.
Gone where?
I spent it.
Let's take what we've got and go.
All right. I may come back one day, and then I'll collect what you owe us.
You were wonderful, Ali. You scared him after death.
Yes, well, now, come on. Father wants us to find Aunt Edith. On the road to Gloucester, my feet started to bleed. I remembered a cobbler who lived nearby in the town of Haysted who could sell us some boots. but taking the detour would cost us both money and time. In the afternoon, the sky darkened and the temperature dropped drastically. We considered setting up camp to allow us an opportunity to warm our worn-down feet. However, we were already running low on food and would soon need to reach our destination. Richard had been silent for a while when I offered him our last piece of bread. "Uncle Simon will make you a knight," I said. But wouldn't I have to fight for King Stephen then, taking a bite out of the dry crust? I watched him for a while, then turned away, wondering how difficult our lives had become and how infinitely more complicated. In the hills, there are a lot of poor small holdings. We asked a shepherd for directions to Huntley. "It's just down the road," he answered. I thanked him and gave Richard a hopeful push. It's all burned and rotting. Auntie and Uncle must have left some time ago. Maybe they built their new home nearby, a proper one made of stone. They always had coin enough for a stone house anyway. Maybe this isn't even the right house.
It is.
How would you know? It's been a long time since we came here with Father. These houses all look alike.
Shut up, Hallie, please. They're gone. Probably killed. Whatever happened to them? We will never find out. It's over. There's no place for us to go.
Oh, good day again.
Good day. Huntley is just down that road, you can't miss it.
I know. We just found out that the people we've been looking for aren't there anymore.
Oh, that's a shame.
What are you doing?
Getting all the work done. My wife is ill, so I have to do it alone. Needs to be done by nightfall, otherwise I won't get them to Winchester tomorrow. Why are you asking?
We were supposed to live here with our uncle and aunt, but since they're gone, we need to find another way to get by. Do you know what happened to the owners of that burned-down house down the road?
It's not Simon you're looking for, is it?
Why, yes.
A while ago, some knights came to his house, nasty bunch. Burned it down, said he was part of some scheme against the king, like his brother, the Earl.
What happened to Simon and his wife?
Dunno, haven't seen any of them since.
I understand. Thank you. We could take the wool to Winchester for you. You could stay at home and look after your wife while we sell your stock.
Well, that would be kind of you. But I couldn't trust you to negotiate the right price and bring the money back safely.
What if I bought the wool from you? You'd get the money right now and wouldn't have to go to market anymore. And whatever more we can negotiate will be the pay for our travels.
Well, that's an interesting thought. But for that to work, you would need to buy my entire stock, and I doubt you have coin for that. Now let me get back to work. The sun will set soon.
Excuse me?
Sorry, but I'm not selling. Not for a price you would be able to pay.
How much for one sack? Just name your price.
£1.50.
I want to see the wool first.
All right, have a look.
Let's see. Huh. These fleeces are quite thin.
I put the cheap ones on top, in case of rain.
The ones deeper down don't look that much better.
Well, I couldn't wait for the wool to grow any thicker. My family is hungry and weak. I had to shear my sheep early this year.
All right. I can offer you £1.
That's less than what merchants in Winchester would offer.
You can't expect me to pay as much as a merchant would.
Why not?
Look, I'm not only offering you money here, but also the chance to stay here with your wife. You wouldn't have to worry about your wool anymore, because that would be my problem then. But it'll only work if I can sell everything for more than I paid you here.
You're smart. Well, all right. It's £1 per sack.
Here.
I'll finish shearing old Mabel here, then bring out the rest I've got. Maybe you also want to talk to the other shepherds around here. They might want to sell too.
Ah, all right. Thank you.
By the way, there's a man looking for you. He came by just shortly after you. I told him you went to Huntley.
What man?
Dunno. Brown scruffy hair, beard, black horse. Could be he rode right past you. That old hut is not easy to find. Shall I give him a message if he turns up again?
Tell him we left Huntley for good.
I will. Now let me get those sacks for you.
wonder what Richard will think of this.
What did we do wrong, Ali? Why is God punishing us?
We will get through this. If we came this far, we'll get even further. We just need to stay strong and be patient.
But there is nowhere for us to go. We're commoners now. Commoners who never learned to do common work, and we both swore an oath to Father. If we don't get the Eldon back, we will go to hell.
We could become wool merchants.
What do we know about wool?
We know from Meg that a lot of shepherds complain about their walk to Winchester. What if we did that for them?
And what about me becoming a knight?
Uncle Simon's not the only one who'd take you as a squire. If we collected enough money, we've had some bad luck till now, but surely not everyone is a fiend. It'll take some time, but we should be able to gradually increase our income. All we need to do is have a lot of patience and pray to God.
Ah!
Richard!
Lord Hamley caught me riding the horse you stole from him.
Ah!
He told me before I take you back, I can have some fun with you.
Get away from him! Ah! Richard, are you all right?
What happened?
Oh, you're alive! You're alive!
Why are you crying?
Because we are both alive. Looking back, we'd been lucky that his bones hadn't been broken, and that his ear had healed so quickly after we had burned out the wound. Otherwise, I'm not certain my brother would have survived the attack in Huntley. Once he could walk again, we gathered the few things we had and headed out, counting our blessings and preparing to build ourselves a new life. How's your wound doing?
Don't worry, I'm fine.
May I ask what you're planning to do with all that wool? Mind showing me a piece of your stock? I'd like to establish the quality before I make any promises. Not bad. That's quite some wool you've brought along. I hope you're not planning to set up shop here too. Meg would kill me if I let you.
We came to sell this wool to you, not to compete with you. It comes from the shepherds near Huntley. They gave it to me so they wouldn't have to come here themselves.
I see. All right. I'll give you £1 per sack for this.
What? Only £1?
Ah, that's a fair price.
But that's what I paid the shepherds. This doesn't even make up for the cart, taxes and travelling.
Oh. Then you've made a bad business decision.
What?
I can't pay for your mistakes, can I? You have to handle that yourself.
Ali, let me handle this. Your money would not only pay for the wool, but also fund our fight to reclaim our earldom. If you pay us more, I shall never forget that courtesy. Will greatly repay you once I'm back in charge of shiring. I may even allow you sole access to our own wool production.
That's a lofty promise.
And it would hardly cost you.
So, you two are the son and daughter of the Earl of Shiring?
We are.
But you're just children.
We will make coin, and I will become a knight fighting for glory and honour until the king grants us back our noble inheritance.
That may all be very well, but I can't pay you more than what I already offered.
Then I'll prove that the wool's quality is worth the price. Just let me look at it once more. We've got to work out what signifies high quality.
Maybe if we remember what the shepherd said.
It's from a good breed of sheep, they said. What else?
And other wool looks greasy. Not ours.
It's dry, light and soft.
The wool is pretty strong too. It holds together well.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, me too.
Have you thought it over?
In this weather, some cartloads of wool would arrive damp. I made sure that this is dry and undamaged. It's light and easy to transport.
And customers are hesitant to buy wet wool.
Wool is often full of grease and dirt. But this batch was scoured very thoroughly. It's very clean and soft.
Even picky customers would be delighted. That is true.
Some sheep produce brittle fibre, but this wool is strong. Its sheep had good, healthy lives.
It's suitable for finer and durable fabrics. All right. What pricing did you have in mind?
£1.60 per sack.
Come on, that's close enough to £1. Just take the pound.
£1.10 per sack, then.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you £1.25 for every sack. You've brought up some good arguments. Your wool is exquisite.
Of course it is.
But not a penny more. All right?
Yes, agreed. £1.25 it is.
Very good. Just so you know, if my mistress gets angry, I'll have you tell her the same things you told me.
Thank you for your business.
We've done it, Ali.
We've earned 60 pence for each sack. That's 5 shilling. A whole crown.
I know why Meg likes you, Aliena. You're just as ruthless as her.
I must say, that was impressive.
Can I help you?
Forgive me, I didn't mean to barge in, but you are the Lady Aliena of Shiring, are you not?
Yes, I am.
And I'm Lord Richard, Earl Bartholomew's son.
My name is Philip of Gwynedd. I am the Prior of Kingsbridge.
Ah, I've heard of you. You helped a lot of people after the Hamleys attacked my father's castle.
We only did what was right. I met your father.
My father knew many people. Not all of them were his allies.
I know. I'd like to invite you to come to Kingsbridge. Our own wool trade has fallen somewhat into neglect, God forgive, but we have plenty of sheep. I am sure we could come to an agreement.
You want us to be merchants?
You wouldn't work for me, you would work with me. I can see that you are not afraid of hard work. I don't know a single novice who would have been willing to pull a cart like that on his own. My friend, Brother Milius, would be delighted to speak with you. He always goes to markets for our priory. What do you say?
I'll consider it.
Please do consider my offer. You will be most welcome in Kingsbridge. It is the least I can do.
Thank you, Father. Not much later, I found a home in Kingsbridge. I remember when I got there, there was Jack. You! I remember you. You're the boy with no father.
Actually, I have 2 fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes. Tom Builder and Jack Sharebug.
And then the days just went by. Little did I know that the best and the worst was yet to come.
So, you have returned from Rome, Bishop Waleran.
Yes, it was a very illuminating time.
What do you want?
How I and you have worked together in the past to support our king.
We did not do it for your church.
He was less pleased, however, to hear about the bargain you struck with the Prior of Kingsbridge.
Why should he care? Once and for all, we will not support you in your personal quarrels. The deal we made with the Priory of Kingsbridge has the blessing of the king.
Of course, and you would never change your mind on that matter. Tell me, has your son returned from the Holy Land yet?
We have not heard from him, ever since he set out to join that crusade of yours. If he dies, your church will be responsible.
Do not underestimate your son, Lady Hamley. That would be a great mistake.
Not long now and you'll have a ceiling.
Wonderful. Then we will no longer have to hold our services in the crypt.
You could even begin to plan the paintings for the wooden ceiling and the walls.
Why a wooden ceiling? So the whole thing goes up in flames again? It is cheaper to build a wooden ceiling. Everyone agreed on a wooden ceiling.
You shut up.
And the church walls were only built to hold a wooden ceiling.
Shut up, Jack.
Of course, the craftsman should know that.
You do what you're told. Go and chisel, apprentice.
The roof is like your fat neck. It's only made to hold up a lump of hollow wood filled with straw.
For once, behave yourselves. This is a house of God.
Mark my words, if you two go on like this, one of you will have to go. And now focus on your work, Jack, and finish it, just for once. Now, where were we? You could start planning the paintings for the ceiling, if you wish.
Can we afford that at the moment? We are paying so many workers already.
Father Philip, Tom Builder, Alfred.
Ah, Aliena.
How are you?
I'll be moving my wool to Shiring today. The fleece fair starts tomorrow.
Ah, I almost forgot.
Milius and I have already arranged everything. We'd make much more of a profit if Percy Hamley had not raised the taxes this week.
Again?
Jonathan, you shouldn't wander off. Stay with us.
Tom is right. You hear?
He looks like a real monk.
Omnius Pluvius, nomine patri amen.
That sounds like Latin, but it's not quite right yet. We would not have to worry about this if we could sell our wool here on our market.
The king would have to grant us a license for that.
And the Hamleys wouldn't like that, I'm afraid. They want the taxes from the fair in Shiring.
Don't worry, we'll make a good profit. It's a good year. We've never moved this much wool as it is. Oh, and I have to build a new storage house.
Alfred is a master craftsman now. If you can pay him, he'll help you.
Ah, very good.
If she hadn't a business of her own, I'd hire her to work for me.
I'd hire her for other things. Hey! Hey, take that back! What do you care? I bet she doesn't even remember your name.
For the last time, stop your quarreling!
Philip, let's look at the plans again. There's a problem I have to discuss with you.
All right.
Take that back, Alfred.
Jack, leave him alone. And for once, finish your work.
And Jack, please keep an eye on Jonathan, will you?
What? Why me?
Finish your work, Jack.
That's how it always was. But on that day, I didn't care. On that day, I was going to see Aliena. And I was going to tell her how I felt. And nothing and no one would stop me. I need to do better than that. Yes! I bet there are more nests around. Right, the wall is already coming apart and Alfred wants to put a stone ceiling on top instead of a wooden one. Idiot. Hey, little brother. I hope you appreciate that I look out for you.
I ate a beetle.
Don't tell Philip, all right? It's our secret. Come on, let's have fun.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, I can.
Tom and Philip said you can't. You have to work.
I know what they said. I was there, you know. Philip and Tom won't mind if we take... Either he's stopped listening, or he's thinking about it. Hey, up there!
Hey, down there!
Sinners. Maybe I will be judged as well at the end of days. Maybe not. Who knows? Jonathan, don't run off.
Don't worry, he's here.
Ah, great. Thank you, Martha.
And no, I don't have time to watch him.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no! It's all broken.
The sounds of the market.
Shouldn't you be working, Jack?
Maybe I should go before I buy anything.
Watch where you go, will ya? Now it's come to that. Even the monks step on my chickens.
So, how's business? All well?
More and more people keep coming here. Yesterday, there were 24 merchants from Shiring alone.
You exhausted?
Pretty much. But the Priory made a lot of money. Seems the Earl just raised the taxes at his market, so they all came here instead. Now they've all returned to Shiring for the Fleece Fair.
Is the Earl asking lower taxes at the Fleece Fair?
On the contrary, from what the merchants told me, it's even worse. So they all have to trade their wool there, including Aliena and the Prior. But you need a license to do a Fleece Fair, and only Shiring has one.
Are you not going to the Fleece Fair in Shiring?
No, Philip asked me to supervise the market here.
So now you're working with Philip and Aliena?
I know, it's a lot of work. But we all want the same thing after all.
And what's that?
To keep this place in good shape. This is our home.
Yeah, I guess.
You should be working too.
I'm just taking a break.
Did you see Aliena?
Maybe she was heading home. I think she's expecting a visitor.
A visitor?
Do I hear jealousy in your voice?
I don't know what you're talking about. Aliena went home.
Could be. I know she's expecting a visitor.
Do you want to buy some of this fine cloth, Jonathan?
Great idea. I could make you a red robe. Or a blue one.
No.
No, that would be silly now, wouldn't it? What is the colour that monks wear?
Brown and black and grey.
How do you get along with Alfred?
He usually only talks to me when he wants me to cook for him.
Why would you keep cooking for him?
He doesn't have a wife. And he's my brother.
I wouldn't ask you to cook for me. Jonathan wouldn't either, and he's your brother too.
Jack, no one's supposed to know.
Don't worry, he's a little monk. He is everyone's brother. Maybe I should get going.
Oh, before I forget, I have a message for you. I think Ellen wants to talk to you about Popper.
What's there to talk about? Tom doesn't believe I can be a builder.
That's not true. That's what she wants to talk about. Popper knows what you can do. He told her.
Oh, did he?
Yes. He's complicated.
He is. On days like this, you can almost get lost here.
The Hamleys would be breaking the agreement we had with King Stephen.
All I know is that suddenly the quarrymaster wants us to pay for stone. And the verderer of Chute Forest now insists we pay for timber. The verderer and the quarrymaster both claim that they act on orders from the Earl of Shiring. If our workers find out, they'll get nervous. And rightly so.
Of course. This is a terrible problem.
It is. But I can assure you that we will be safe for the next few weeks. I've planned ahead for a case like this.
You have?
There are always bound to be shortages. We can pay our workers and there's enough stone and timber for a month.
If it weren't for you, we'd be lost.
What are you doing out here, Jack? Did you finish your corbel?
I'm not done yet, but I'll do it later, all right?
Why do I have the feeling that the corbel won't be finished today? Or tomorrow?
I'm doing my best, all right? If you would let me do more than just the statues.
You need to focus on the task at hand.
I can do much more than stone carving, and you know it.
We can't always get what we want.
Alfred can.
Jack, please. We have much bigger problems to solve right now. The Earl of Shiring has stopped supporting us. If we don't do anything about it, we'll have to send the workers away. We'll have to stop building the cathedral.
I will talk to Percy Hamley. And if he won't see me, I will talk to the king, or this will be the end of Kingsbridge.
Can I help you?
Yes, by doing as you're told. Do your job, and only your job. And leave Alfred alone.
Good day, my ladies.
If it isn't handsome Jack.
Have you come by to help, eh?
Not really.
Didn't think so. After a day your hands start bleeding, piss and salt in the water will do that.
Piss?
Only way to get the grease and dirt from the wall. We can use a coin, but there's only so much pain you can take. Sooner or later, Aliena will have to look someplace else for fullers.
I will find a way to help you with your hands.
Well, it's a start. Then maybe you should get back to work as well.
I'm just taking a break, all right?
And how are you two?
Oh, well. Say, I wanted to talk to you because...
Yes, Jack Builder?
I like you. You're beautiful.
Why, thank you, Jonathan.
Well...
Well...
Jonathan! He's here!
I'm coming! Jack loves you.
I was just about to ask if you think that Jonathan suspects anything.
I swear on this very Bible that I don't know what you're talking about. Cold. Oh, I lost my Bible. Shit.
I'm sorry, but no bad deed goes unpunished.
But we haven't done anything bad. Yet.
You burned down the cathedral.
My lady.
You dangerous, feral beast from the woods.
God hates me for that. He has a strange way of showing it. You remembered it?
You sang it the first time when we sat here together.
And you were dangling your feet in the brook, lost in thought. Just like today.
Why can't it always be like this, Jack?
I know what you mean.
I hate pretending that I don't love you.
Then don't.
Jack.
I know. Have you heard from your brother?
The war never ends, and he always needs more money. And I pay him to fight for the man who killed our father.
King Stephen, to get the earldom back from him.
Yes. But you know, I don't even want that. Everything I've built here, what we have, I have all that because I'm not my father's daughter anymore. I'm afraid that if Richard becomes Earl, I'll lose much more than the money he's wasting now.
Your father meant well. I'm sure he did.
Did he? He never loved anyone, not even my mother. It was not my fault we lost the earldom. It's not my responsibility. How could Father make me swear that oath? Were you still reading the Bible?
Philip insists. I better be angry that I lost it.
Oh, don't worry. He'll still keep teaching you. I think he sees something in you.
Oh, maybe I should become a monk. Oh, but you aren't allowed to kiss monks.
I shall love you like a brother, then.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Say, what was that book called you told me about last time we met?
The Amores? By Ovid? I've only heard about it. From a travelling scholar.
The title sounds promising.
Yeah, but maybe it's not as interesting as we think.
Let's find out.
I'll ask around Kingsbridge and see what I can find.
All right. Did you fight with Tom again?
Tom always takes Alfred's side.
Well, he is Alfred's father. He worries about him. It was the same with Richard.
If Tom's worried about Alfred, then why is he always telling me off?
Because you are the clever one. He probably worries about Alfred.
Hey, it's not my fault that I'm smarter than Alfred. Everyone's smarter than Alfred.
Exactly. Tom thinks you should know better.
Maybe. You know, back in the forest, my mother made up the rules herself, but they all made sense somehow. Here, everything is... it's complicated.
I know. Rules everywhere. Why is it that Tom can't tell Philip that Jonathan is his son? He's so happy when he's around Jonathan.
Tom's rules. And Philip's, probably. Tom believes he has lost the right to be Jonathan's father, as he gave up on him when he was born. That's what Martha said. And what about us? When will we tell other people about us?
I guess when we're ready to play by their rules.
Or they by ours.
I guess.
It's like stone carving.
Is it?
Yeah, when I first look at a piece of stone, I start to imagine what it could become. Corbels, squirrels. It's like I can already see them. But it's only when you work on it that you learn what you can and you can't do with it. If you do this, the stone will break, and if you do that, it will look great.
We will tell people about us when we're sure it won't break anything.
Right.
I bet only good stone can be used for the pillars, right? Because they carry all the weight.
Exactly.
That's why Tom and Philip keep nagging you. They want the best for you and for themselves, which is you.
If you say so.
I know so. I want the same.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali. All of them.
Maybe not everything, Jack Builder.
Oh. What's going on?
We better go and find out.
Everyone, calm down.
What happened at the quarry?
Listen. Yes, there was an incident. Our friend, Otto Blackface, was hurt at the quarry.
What happened?
The Earl of Shiring had his men stop us from taking stone from the quarries and timber from the forest.
Why? Why would Percy Hamley do that?
All we know is what his men told us, that the Earl of Shiring will not support the construction of Kingsbridge Cathedral anymore.
What are we going to do now?
I will ride to Shiring myself, and I will talk to Percy Hamley.
Oh, that's all good and well. But how are we supposed to continue working without stone and timber? I want to be paid before you run out of money.
I need to feed my family.
Calm down. You heard the Prior. He will talk to the Earl himself.
And I'd planned ahead for a day like this. You will be paid soon. And there will be plenty of work for at least another month. For all of you.
I say we stay.
And I trust our Prior.
I will prepare everything immediately.
I'll be with you in a moment.
What if the Earl won't listen to Philip?
I need to talk to Philip. See me later at my house, all right?
What about the book we wanted to look for?
Not now. I think I can help here.
I'll find the book.
We will sort this out. And now, back to work. This cathedral won't build itself. And you, Jack, watch Jonathan.
Oh, what again?
I will do everything in my power to make sure you are paid.
I know that you showed us mercy before when we had to flee from Earl's Castle. My husband has worked here ever since, and we would like to be close to Our Lady Aliena, but we have no choice.
Oh, Mary.
The same goes for us, Mary. We all owe Philip much.
I trust you, Father, but I risk my neck up there every day. My wife is right. If you can't pay, we'll have to move on.
Kingsbridge is our home. I don't want to leave.
Let me think of something. Maybe there's a way we can pay your workers early, Philip.
But selling the wool at the fleece fair will take at least a couple of days.
I'm sorry, but me and the other workers can't wait that long. Not now that everything is so unsure.
Trust me, Philip. I'll think of something.
Jack! You said you were done with your corbel. What I saw did not look finished.
It's hard. I need time.
I need it finished today. If you don't do it, Alfred will.
That's my corbel.
None of this is ours.
Doing the carvings is the only job you didn't give Alfred to screw up.
We should be thankful of the work we're allowed to do. And in our work, we must be thorough and steadfast.
Thankful for what we are allowed to do. You are the one who wouldn't settle for less than a cathedral. You could have had other work, but no. For months, you remained steadfast, no matter the cost. When are you going to tell Jonathan about what happened in the forest? Ah, shouldn't have said that about Jonathan. Damn it. I bet there are more nests around. I don't see the Bible. Even if I could find it, I doubt it would still be legible. Everything all right, Jonathan? The water flow turns the wheel. Then there's more wheels. And the millstone. The water flow turns the millstone. So the motion of the water is used and transformed into another motion, the grinding. Shouldn't there be all kinds of motions possible? We use wheels to lift timber and stone up at the construction site. Maybe the right kind of mill could make a sawing motion or a hammering motion. I guess that's a challenge for another day. Do you mind?
Oi, my ants!
I just took a few. They aren't all your ants. Hey.
Ah, there you are, Cub. I wanted to talk to you.
What is it?
I'm afraid there's a lot of trouble ahead of us. From what I heard from Tom, they're trying to shut down the construction.
They?
The Earl of Shiring. Tom is under a lot of stress. If it weren't for him, it would already be over.
Why are you telling me this? Did he say something about me?
No, but I know that he just can't stand to see you and Alfred arguing.
Just don't see why Alfred gets to do everything he wants.
Alfred is a master builder. You are an apprentice. There are rules. They may not be my rules, but they are yours, if you want to become a master builder.
Maybe.
Don't be angry, Cub.
I'm not. The Fullers down in Kingsbridge are having trouble with their hands.
I'm not surprised. I could only do it for a few days, even though Aliena paid well. Here, take this.
Ouch! Stinging nettle.
Yes, and you need to crush it with a pestle and mortar, and then make... If they want to stop their hands from suffering, they need to stop fulling.
Maybe you're right. Thank you. As much as I'd like to, I did promise Tom I'd only do my own carvings in the evenings. Brother Paul.
And that is little Jack. You see, he never paid the bridge toll when he came here. Sometimes you must show clemency and let those in need pass into our town without asking for coin.
I'll remember your words, Brother Paul.
Hello, Milius.
Jack, and Jonathan. This is not the best of times.
Brother Cuthbert could have been a little more careful in storing the apples down here.
I'm sure it's fine, Brother Andrew.
I am not so sure. Even the salt is damp.
Cuthbert knew what he was doing.
What is Brother Andrew up to?
We will get a new cellarer soon. Andrew is preparing everything. Maybe they should get a new kitchener as well.
Why?
If what Cuthbert did was not good enough, then what I can do can't be much better. Cuthbert knew so much more than I did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is a sausage missing.
No, there's not.
Ah, no. Here it is.
Oh.
We were thinking of getting a novice to do the work of the cellarer for a while.
You mean until I taught him everything and then he is a cellarer?
These are hard times. We cannot just bring a new monk into our priory.
If I have to teach someone, then I can just do it myself.
Do you have the time to do that?
No, I do not. Maybe the sacrist has time to be cellarer at the same time?
Me? No, no. That couldn't possibly work.
Then why would you assume that the Kitchener has time?
You miss Cuthbert, hmm?
I do. The thought of being here without him.
But you won't be alone.
I'd rather be alone than spend the rest of my days cooped up in here with someone like Brother Andrew. Or whoever will be the new cellarer.
Did you talk to Philip about it?
You know, I think I should. But Philip and I haven't talked since Cuthbert passed on. As prior, he always has something else to worry about.
Now, let's see. Here we go. Yes. Just a little more. Oh. Good. And now, what? Milius?
Yes?
Do you know how to make a balm?
Indeed. All it takes is some hot fat and beeswax.
Ah, thank you.
You know, you really wouldn't make a bad monk, Jack.
What, me? I think that would be a problem.
Why? You can read, you know about herbs, and you are good company.
Is this supposed to be wine?
What?
Here, in the corner.
No, it's vinegar.
It's vinegar. That shouldn't be here. What was Cuthbert thinking?
Oh, Lord. Give me the strength to endure this without chasing Brother Andrew from my kitchen.
I don't think I would make a good monk.
Why not? Philip thinks so too. He told me.
Never mind why. I don't need to be a monk to come around and talk to you, right?
That is true.
And I think I should get back to work soon. Thank you for your help. I've got the balm. I'm done here for now. Hey, Alfred.
What? Ow! What did you do that for? What are you doing?
I want you to take back what you said about Aliena.
So what if I would fuck her? What's it to you?
Mind your own business.
Look who's talking. Shouldn't you be working?
How can I if you keep distracting me with that face of yours?
Oh, that was mean.
Alfred?
What? Bah! Hey! You're never gonna be a mason. You will end up hung in shiring. Like your father, the thief.
What did you say?
Oh, he doesn't know.
We heard it in a tavern. Your father was a thief. They hanged him. Are you gonna cry now?
Oh, here comes the waterworks.
At least I'm no fat pig and no damn ugly monk.
Piss off, you bastard.
And don't steal anything on your way out.
If your brother Alfred won't apologize, then we have to make him. What do you think?
What did he write? Tell me. What? What did he write?
Alfred can't read.
Just your name, you pig.
He wrote that you are a pig, Alfred.
Stop it, goddammit!
What are you doing?
You see what happens when you mess with me, Alfred Builder?
Damn it!
Will you take back what you said?
All right. I take it back. And now piss off.
It wasn't so hard now, was it?
Stop laughing. And leave me alone. I've got things to do.
Get up! The mortar won't mix itself.
The mortar won't complain if it has to wait until I'm done with me break.
Well, the mortar won't, but I will.
Oh, yes? Did I complain when you disappeared for the better part of the morning?
I need to do better than that.
That's none of your business.
Ah, missed. Before him, not a single fort remains.
Now get
I
to
think
work.
that was all of them.
No.
What's the problem?
I'm taking me well-deserved break.
Well-deserved? You deserve a good kicking, you lazy drunk.
Better a drunk than a bearded bastard. Come on then, kick me. Show me what you got.
Please, this is leading nowhere. Think for a moment what other people would do.
What?
Who?
Tom Builder.
Now, he's a hard worker, isn't he?
True, he's a hard worker, that he is. But also the man knows how to take a break. And he knows when to give others room for a break.
This is not your break.
You've been taking a shit for half a day and used up yours. Now don't you start and ruin mine too.
Oh, wow. Look at them go.
When I take a break, you take one too.
Has your wife been cooking again, eh?
Go, dare you! Go, drink yourself to death!
Alfred Builder.
Oh, he's a good example. He's a master builder now.
But he likes his beer, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he does. But he's always sober when he's working.
Always. You know, maybe I should be a bit more like Alfred Builder.
Me too.
You have got to be kidding me.
Well then, back to work.
No! I'm not done with me break yet.
Alfred Builder would know when his break is up.
Alfred Builder would know when to shut the hell up.
I doubt he would. The Earl of Shiring.
Which one?
Earl Bartholomew or the fat one, the new one?
Percy Hamley! You don't know the name of our Earl?
He's not my Earl. I'm from Earl's Castle. Bartholomew was my Earl, and a great man.
But he's dead now, isn't he? Gone. You should know the name of your new Earl.
What? The fat one?
Percy Hamley.
You know what? I refuse to remember that name.
What? Why?
For spite! It wasn't right what he did to my Earl.
You know what? What you're doing isn't right either. I refuse to remember your name as well.
You wouldn't dare.
Already did it.
Ah, Jack Jackson.
Who's that?
Never heard that name.
That's me.
I thought you were Jack Builder.
Well,
I don't know what to make of you, to be honest.
Shouldn't you be working?
You're just running about everywhere. You never get anything done.
At least don't keep us from working, thank you very much.
Oh, forget it. What about King Stephen?
Now, that is a man who sits a lot.
How would you know?
He's got a throne.
He's the king. Of course he's got a throne.
And he's sitting on it. He's got a throne. Of course the man knows how to sit.
Oh, like you mean?
Yeah, like me on me well-deserved break. Or you on yours when you're sitting on the shitter for half a day.
I was not.
I heard you farting from here.
You think I want to shit for half a day? You think that? Well, you better think again.
Brother Arnaldus.
Good example indeed. That poor man is as good as dead. What's your excuse for lying around in the cemetery?
What's your excuse for having a beard like a bear's arse?
Get back to work!
Never!
And stop yelling!
Never!
Oh, the Prior.
Oh, yes. Prior Philip's not running around drunk now, is he?
No, he's not. And I'm not either. I'm sitting.
And there's my problem right there. Get up and push. Philip would.
No, he wouldn't. A break is like a Sunday. It's a sin to work on a Sunday.
Well, that's true.
It's not a Sunday!
But it's my break.
The sub-prior.
Oh, don't get me started on sub-prior Remigius. He is a hard-working man.
He is. And don't you doubt it. What? That he is a hard-working man?
Who?
Sub-prior Remigius! You fool!
What? How dare they? How dare you? Shouting in the cemetery like heathens! Silence! Do you have any idea how hard the work of a sub-prior is? How much devotion and painful work it takes to teach our novices, our monks? And you dare call me a fool?
We didn't!
Silence, I say! I will think of a way to make you two understand the kind of behavior I expect in this priory.
I think they'll be busy for a while.
We place our trust in you. We take you in.
Heathens! All of you!
I better stay away from the window before I get in trouble too. Hey, can I read what you're working on?
No. Remigius will get angry if I don't finish this.
I should ask someone who knows about books instead. What are you working on?
Go away. I have to focus.
Ah, Jack. I knew you'd be back. Just be careful that Remigius doesn't see you.
But Philip said I'm welcome to read and study here.
Not while we're working. Remigius insisted.
I'll try to be quick. What is it that you're working on?
I'm copying pages of the book Prior Philip wrote. We finished the original last year.
I didn't know he wrote a book.
Not many know of it. The content is...
He's critical of the church and bishops. After his experience with Bishop Waleran, he studied about what he calls Judicia Cleri.
Judicia Cleri? The judgments of the clergy?
Yes. In the past, there were many cruel tests that were made to discover whether a man was guilty or not. The Lord was to judge them. These ordeals were called Judicium Dei, the judgment of God. Some had to hold burning iron in their bare hands. Others were drowned. Some were burned on the pyre. And if they were innocent, God would save them.
There'd be no martyrs if that were true. Even Adolphus would have been saved.
Yes. God works in mysterious ways. The prior wants these horrible ordeals to become a thing of the past, for cruelty only leads to more cruelty.
But I heard of miracles. Saints that survived burnings.
True. However, Prior Philip believes these were not judgments of God, but judgments of the clergy.
Judicia Cleri.
Yes! Stories and fake ordeals to redeem friends and allies of the clergy.
Fake miracles? By the church? Whoa, that sounds like Philip is asking for trouble. Whoever is accused of fakery and heresy will not be likely to respond well to that.
But we believe Philip is right.
This is the second millennium. We must finally learn from past mistakes.
I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring and in Winchester.
There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that? That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it?
Me? I don't remember.
He did.
Just a page or two.
Sounds like the right book, and Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out.
Friar Philip is too forgiving. The sub-prior has to handle everything he neglects. Everything.
Hello, Cuthbert.
As sub-prior, I have even more responsibilities than the prior himself.
I hope you're happy wherever you are.
What do you mean, wherever he is? He's lying right there. I made sure his wait for Judgment Day is comfortable.
Philip thinks we might go to heaven when we die.
No. We lie in wait till Judgment Day. That's why I want someone good to bury me, to make sure I lie well. I hope you will remember your promise that you will bury me.
That was a long time ago. My first night in the Priory. I'll bury you, Brother Arnaldus. Don't worry.
Thank you.
And thank you for looking after Cuthbert.
And more worries. I just don't...
Try this.
Whenever did you find the time to make a bomb, handsome Jack? Don't you have work to do?
Who would I be if I could just pass by ladies in need?
Does that mean you'll join us and do some filling?
I have my own work to do, so that won't work, I'm afraid.
Oh, of course. Suddenly you've got work to do. But I dare say, that balm works. My hands feel much better. Thank you.
You're welcome, ladies. Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found out.
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
I put my life at risk, Ali, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honour to be one of the King's Knights.
An honour that costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Oh. Go play.
Jack.
Hey.
So,
Yes.
what brings you here?
Do you have a visitor?
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money and talks to Percy.
Who?
Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Congratulations! Everybody heard you.
So what? They're all bastards.
I think I should be going.
Oh, all right. See you later, Jack?
Of course.
Bastards.
You're gonna have to forget that word really quick, little brother.
So for them you've got money, Ali?
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak. Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring. And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh, all right. I will meet you in Shiring, and I'll bring the money.
Father Philip.
Yes?
Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay at the construction site and work. Am I really done out here?
Jack!
What?
Come here, please. You wanted to finish your Corbel, and I let you. But you didn't even try.
I wanted to.
Instead, you pick another fight with Alfred. You mock him in front of others because he can't read. You throw ants at him. You hit him. And don't tell me he started it, because everyone else told me you started the fight. Sub-Prior Remy just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
Philip told me to practice reading.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and in the kitchen, and chatting to the Fullers.
I made a balm for them. I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead. Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out! Whoa.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Up here! Hey, hurry up, quick!
What's going on here?
Your son thinks I dropped the stones.
You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you?
Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Peter, what happened?
I'm not sure. But there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe. And when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
No. I'm sure I didn't recognize him. He wasn't from here.
No. Peter dropped the stone and doesn't want to admit it.
I saw a monk in black, in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
He almost stepped on a few chickens.
Wait, Jack is right. I remember now. There was a monk there, and he went into the cathedral.
I'll go up front and look for him. You check the back.
All right.
Where did he go? Hey, you! Hey!
What happened to you, monk?
Mother!
Jack?
He's not a monk! He tried to kill me!
You did what?
Please,
I know you. You are with them. Did they send you?
Please, let me go!
What did they send you for?
Tom Builder. I was sent here to kill Tom Builder.
Tom?
What is going on here?
Take heed. I know you. I know your face. Tell them that you succeeded. Tell them that Tom Builder is dead.
But...
Tell them, or I will find you.
Yes.
Speak up, or I'll put a curse on you.
I will tell them what you ask. Please.
What the hell? What was that? Why did you let him go?
He was after Tom. After all these years, it's happening again.
What is?
Just tell Tom to stay low. If we're lucky, they'll think he's dead.
Why don't you tell him?
I'm the reason they're trying to kill him. It's my fault.
What?
We should never have come to Kingsbridge, Jack.
Excuse me, Philip? Philip?
I'm sorry.
Is everything all right?
I was just thinking about my brother. What is it?
Aliena is ready to go to Shiring with you.
Then I must not keep her waiting.
As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair, and not in her father's castle. I had not yet confessed to Aliena that I blamed myself for her father's fate. I felt the guilt and shame starting to rise when we came to a large group of peasants looking as desperate as the refugees that had come from Earl's Castle back then.
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help, not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hem of his robe and pleaded for mercy. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's punishment for these peasants. I was less hesitant. I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them. A few of them had even been killed. Philip told them to go to Kingsbridge for food. As we rode on, he said nothing. Maybe he had begun to lose hope that he would ever solve his problems with the Earl in Shiring.
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it seemed I had grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking these grim thoughts, we passed by a gallows with 2 men dangling by their necks. An old woman stood by one of the corpses and snarled at us.
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins on one of the corpses. Only now I realized that someone had tied foxtails to the corpses. Their hands had been cut off and their faces were burnt. I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught by the Earl's men hunting in his forests. Philip rode on, and when I caught up with him, I could see that now, more than ever, he was determined to talk to Percy Hamley.
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate. Ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waileran by God. I felt like a fly in a cobweb. Every move I made seemed to lead to further calamities. But then I heard Aliena as she sped past me. "Shiring," she exclaimed. This is him.
A face like that never changes. If anyone can get you an audience with the Earl, it's Sheriff Eustace.
I hope Percy Hamley will show more understanding with us than he did with the people of Wigley. I'm concerned what kind of man Percy Hamley must have become to kill people for mere poaching. Good day, Sheriff. I must talk to the Earl. It's a legal matter of utmost urgency.
Get in line, monk.
Are they all waiting him?
What did you expect on court day, monk?
I fear this is going to take a while.
I'll go look for Richard. Seeing that he's going into battle, he needs equipment.
In the meantime, let's hope I can persuade the Earl to rethink this breach of our agreement.
I'll talk to Meg about the sales of the Priory's wool as well. We will find a way to keep the cathedral's construction going, Philip, with or without the stone and timber they took from us.
We must.
Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is upon us! As it is written in the book of Matthew. Things are taking place
my business
that will lead
elsewhere.
our generation
Please,
to an end.
calm down.
Fleece on top.
3.
Outrageous.
Not just gonna give
Good
away
to see
for
you,
free.
Meg. I'm here to collect the money we've made so far.
Excuse me. We were in the middle of something.
What's the problem?
Even you merchants have become thieves. What a rotten place this has become.
He ordered the cartload of wool weeks ago, but now he refuses to pay the price we'd agreed upon.
Let's think about why the prices are so high this year.
So you can put more money into your pockets?
Actually, the Earl has raised all fees. It costs more to pass the gate, to set up shop, to get a license, and to trade.
I suppose. But the price is not as was agreed.
Did you use a tally to record the price?
But, are you with the sheriff? Just who are you, woman?
I am the owner of this business.
Oh.
Here's our half, Aliena.
Now, would you kindly hand me your part of the tally? There are more notches on our part.
2 pieces, 2 different prices.
Granted, adding notches to our part would have been much easier.
Aha! You're admitting it.
But the area with missing notches is thinner than the rest.
You're right. It looks like something was carved off.
What? Are you saying I'm a fraud?
Look, times are hard for all of us. I won't report you to the sheriff.
This wool will not make enough cloth for all of my master's servants' clothes. Let alone all the shirts he wants for himself.
Whoever pays servants and wants to wear many shirts should be able to pay the price for quality wool like this.
Quality? Yes, but it is not high quality. Now that you mention it, I see it. I cannot pay that much money for bad wool like this.
Now he's doubting the quality.
Fine. Then let me prove the quality of my wool.
Just you try. Daylight robbery.
We agreed on the price.
Come on, I thought you had more to spare than that.
That's not the price we agreed on.
It is what we agreed.
Aren't you tired of Christian art? Their sad faces and dull colours are always giving me a foul mood, just like this town.
I agree. I'd prefer to see lush paintings of the fine things in life.
Excuse me, would you care to give me your opinion on the quality of this wool?
Of course. Please, show us. Oh, how wonderfully soft.
And what thorough scouring. There isn't a hint of dirt or grease.
The fibre is exceptionally fine, and the colour is even and light.
Suitable for high-quality garments.
I'm glad you think so too. Would you be so kind as to confirm this to a customer of mine, should the need arise?
Of course. Just send them our way.
With all these taxes and the shrinking markets, I wasn't sure whether visiting Shiring would still be worth it. But for that quality of wool, I'll say it is.
Let us work out a compromise.
You thought the Earl was bad before.
Daylight robbery.
Damn.
We agreed on the price.
I'll take my business elsewhere.
You won't find a better price.
There are Flemish merchants just a few streets away. They were very interested in my wool, and they would be delighted to confirm its quality to you.
Anyone can let their friends lie for them.
Then we'll leave it to the people. We'll sell the wool at the afternoon auctions. That way it fetches a fair price for certain.
No, wait. Maybe we can negotiate. My master would not want me to leave here with empty hands.
Let's find a compromise. You buy the wool at the price we believe we agreed upon.
Why would I do that?
I will guarantee you first rights to my wool next year.
The prices go up when more than one bidder is involved.
I know. My master would not be pleased if I returned without wool one day. He'll temper. Fair enough. We have a deal. I'll buy your wool at your price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
You've learnt well. A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a victory for both sides.
I had a good teacher. One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you travel to Winchester? It's a book.
Yes, I can ask Brother Theobald. His book collection is more comprehensive than the church would like.
Then he'll be the right one to ask. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Father caught a cold. Gets sick from worrying too much.
Same as my wife.
Oh, how am I supposed to keep a family warm and fed like this? It's all too expensive.
Fabrics. Good fabrics. Get them before the Earl does.
The fleeces used to be bigger.
And that's not because it rains.
Got to make up for those taxes somehow. Sorry, this is all I got.
Maybe another fleece on top.
3. Not just gonna give away.
Here.
Thank you. It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
You must speak to the Earl. I still have to give Richard his money. But then I'll come and wait with you.
From the looks of it, I'll be standing here.
Open your eyes! The signs are all around us!
the soul lights up.
Inspirations flicker. The soul lights up. Inspirations flicker. Nectar lifts the soul on high. With its heavenly ichor. To my lips a sounder taste the tavern's liquor.
Today we ride to Lincoln. Drinks are on me. Taverner! Another round for everyone!
You're the best, Richard.
It's Sir Richard.
Nonsense. We're all brothers, right?
It is Sir Richard.
Oh.
And here I thought you needed my money for new armour.
Oh, I do. A knight is only as good as his equipment. Have you seen Alonso's sword? With men-at-arms so well equipped, how could I fight alongside King Stephen less well equipped?
And inferior armor may cost him his life.
Only the best for the best.
Hey, you should be more responsible with our money.
I spend it on my reputation. What's more responsible than that?
You are paying for other people's wine. Some of whom you don't even know.
Knighthood is about more than fighting, Ali. It's a way of life. We fight together, we drink together, we die together.
Right you are. To hell and back we go. To hell and back.
Alonso, you make that sound like a bad thing.
But you could spend our money a little more wisely.
Do you want William Hamley to become Earl of Shiring or me?
What kind of question is that? If we're lucky, then he will never return from the Holy Land.
He already did.
What?
We ran into Robert of Gloucester's men. At first, I wasn't sure it was him. He wore the cloak of a crusader.
No. Don't do it. Please. Have mercy. My God, please. Don't.
And then King Stephen called out his name.
William Hamley, join me. We ride.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to upset you.
You what?
This is not about you or me, Ali. Allowing the father of that monster to remain Earl would not only betray our father, it'd mean betraying everyone. William is a butcher, a filthy bastard without honor.
Mind your tongue. You speak of the son of the Earl of Shiring.
I am the son of the Earl.
Sir Richard, your father went against our king and lost his title and his lands. You are not the heir to the title, not as things are now.
What did you just say?
Oh, easy.
You treacherous bastard!
Calm down. Do you want to slaughter each other and help the enemy?
Accusing me of treason. You most loyal man at arms.
Me or William? Choose a goddamn side, Alonso of Toledo. Come on, choose!
You disparage me for stating the truth. I've always been your most loyal man at arms, have I not?
Obviously they have no idea how to settle a conflict without a fight.
I'm just trying to keep you grounded.
How dare you imply that William and his fat father have a right to my lands?
Obviously they have no idea how to settle a conflict without a fight.
Can't you just agree to disagree? Please.
Percy Hamley's title is a fact, not an opinion.
I've collected our earnings, Richard.
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
Can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war arguing like this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice. It is not. He does not deserve it.
This is not about who deserves what. The king appointed him. You should come to terms with that fact.
What did you just say?
Oh, no.
An apology would solve this.
I'm done talking to you.
I'm sorry. You see? There's nothing to it.
I said nothing wrong. Very mature.
Just think of the battle you will have to fight. Together.
I'm thinking of my dignity. You disparage me for saying the truth. I've always been your most royal man-at-arms, have I not?
Do they often fight like that?
Ah, they're both very proud. Give them a few days, they'll get tired.
They don't have that long.
The one with the biggest mouth, too.
I'm just trying to keep you grounded.
I've collected our earnings, Richard.
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
Can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war arguing like this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice. How dare you imply that William and his fat father have a right to my lands?
Now, can't you just agree to disagree? Please.
Percy Hamley's title is a fact, not an opinion.
It is not. He does not deserve it.
Obviously, they have no idea
This
how
is
to
not
settle
about
a
who deserves
conflict
what.
without a fight.
The king appointed him. You should come to terms with that fact.
What did you just say?
Obviously,
Oh, no.
they have no idea how to settle a conflict with... I
I'm
doubt
done talking
that
to you.
would help to stop...
Very mature.
I've collected our earnings,
Do you
Richard.
want to say something?
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
Can't believe this.
I don't have time to settle your fights for you. You're two adult men. Act like it.
I didn't ask for your help now, did I?
Here.
Finally. I mean, thank you, Ali. This will cover decent equipment. Nothing exceptional, but it will do.
Just promise to be careful.
I've learned a few tricks. I'll be fine.
Must you really fight? What is all this good for?
For father, Ali. I will save Shiring from Percy Hamley.
But who's going to save you?
With men like these, I'm afraid I'm already beyond saving.
I see. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be at the marketplace with Philip.
And make more money, I hope.
And again, you think money solves everything.
It does. It keeps you on my side, doesn't it?
You think I do this for money? I don't have to put up with this.
Oh, please don't
It keeps
talk
on
like
happening.
this. You're making it
You know
worse.
that,
Return
Simon.
safely.
I'm a knight, Ali, not a child.
One moment he
Good
trusts us
luck.
blindly, and the next he throws a tantrum. It's not about luck. It's about making the right decisions. and a sharp sword.
You keep provoking me.
I've had better offers, you know. I'm staying out of loyalty. But it seems like you don't believe me.
I do.
What are you carrying there?
Not for sale. Or eating. Don't steal! Go away!
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh.
Well, bloody act like it. What?
I wonder if he ever worries about losing his life out there. How's business?
Slow.
Well, at least you still have your regulars.
Even in bad times, people drink. The Earl of Shiring has imposed new laws and taxes, and it makes times very bad for us.